So I sent the Luthier to a friend for testing.
Test this, you fucking quack.
The first feedback I got was the crafting system is terrible.
Damn.
I'm going to tell you how I turned that terrible crafting system into something good from scratch. Ready?
Let's just dive right in.
Craft your own guitar. Smash enemies. Become an ultimate guitar hero.
I hate crafting systems in most games. They are usually something like, if you want to make a sword, smelt 10 iron ores, get 2 refined iron, then combine those with polished wood and add 3 woven strings. But why? The only thing I know about the psychology of game design is I know nothing. But when I start making Luthier, I begin with a simple crafting system, recipes on the right, filters on the left, and if you want to craft a guitar, it was the same old, smelt 10 iron ores, get 2 refined iron, then combine those with polished wood and add 3 woven strings, same boring stuff. Every guitar had a fixed color and ability. At first I thought this will work, but then it hit me. The main character is Luthier. Players would want to craft their own custom guitars. Now, here is the problem. The inventory system and equipment system, all that stuff I built earlier, they all done. And they consist of large chunks of code that I absolutely did not want to rewrite. But I had to improve the system. Here are the main issues I faced. Saving custom guitar icons, storing the abilities tied to parts, displaying everything correctly in the inventory and in the character's hand, connecting to visual systems, and loading data properly at the start of each game. Let's start. The first thing I did was break down the existing guitars in the game into parts, set their origins, and create ID maps. ID map is, well, I'm not entirely sure what it is, but here is what I did. Each part needs to be recolorable. So I marked the main parts in red, secondary color areas in green, and the untouched areas in blue. The result, an ID map. We will use this later for the shader. There is Unity talk by Ryan Hippel, where he discusses building a game architecture with scriptable objects. I also prefer to build all my systems around scriptable objects. The crafting system and colorings and so on all tied to scriptable objects. Basic idea is that I create scriptable objects to store for data each part. Main color, secondary color, power, speed, name, description, combat style. When you press a button, the corresponding part spawns, yada yada yada. Now, let's talk about the real issue. In Unity, if you are changing the color of a material by grabbing it from the renderer and altering it, damn, every time you change the color, you are actually creating a new material at runtime. That is a risk I'm not willing to take. As the game grows, various optimization problems could arise. To solve this, I used material property block. This little body lets me set desired color and it only changes the color of the specific area I want, which it identifies from the ID map. Want more info? Read the documentation because I don't have enough brain cells left to explain it. So you want to add abilities to your guitar? Yeah, by adding things I call cores to the guitar, you can grant them any ability you like. Fireballs, lightning strikes, it's all up to you. But as I mentioned earlier, using dual materials or adding extra meshes would be terrible for optimization. So I had to update the shader I was using. Remember, I was already recoloring the guitar using ID map. Main parts are red, secondary colors are green, and untouchable areas are blue. In Unity, I connect two nodes saying this is green, this is red, link the main color and the pattern from the core, and send the results out, boom. The shader I'm using is Unity's Toon Shade, but even adding these little tweaks took me nearly a week. When you press the craft button, a struct called guitar data is created. The struct gathers all the data related to guitar parts, abilities, strengths, you name it. Then, to save an image of the guitar, I take snapshot from the camera and add that to struct. This generated file is then saved on the computer. Of course, I can't just use this file in the inventory system as it is because they are two different things. So I take this file, create copy of scriptable object I made long time ago called inventory item SO, and inject the runtime generated file into it. Now we can use it in inventory. At the start of the game, I go to the folder where these files are stored and create an inventory item for each saved file. I'm not sure if this is most optimized way to do it, but I didn't encounter any problems during testing. So the crafting system is done. Besides working on the crafting system, I also made terrible game jam game last month. Maybe I could finish the crafting system faster if I hadn't spent time on that. But it is not a big deal. I reached the desired outcome even if it was a little bit late. Next up is the shop system, moving on the more painful process. If you want to participate in the upcoming playtest, join my Discord group. The link is also in the description. Thanks for listening. See you in the next time.